those guys know that they're doing everything possible to get back out there. Um, you know, and we've got a number of guys who are dealing with things, and they're all working to get back. Um, Hopefully, we see them sooner than later, because we do need to get them evaluated. We need to. We're coming down to that time where we're gonna have to make some moves on the roster, and but obviously those guys and their experience and the things they've done in the past, that plays into it as well. So I mean, we got some good players there, and hopefully we get them out there and we can get a look at them.
Given that it's still a competition for quarterback, what should we expect as far as the quarterback rotation for Thursday night?
That's also part of this, our overall conversation that we're having as a staff. I think you'll see, we didn't see Jake the other night. You'll definitely see him. You may see all three quarterbacks. That's something we're talking about as a staff. So, again, that position is obviously very important, and we're going to do what we feel is best for this team, and we'll always take that approach.
Brian, did you get some clarity the other night on the quarterback spot opposite Xavier Howard?
I thought Eric Rowe played well. There's some things we didn't like, DPI penalty and one other long ball, but I thought he tackled well. He made the play on the interception. I think he's had a productive camp, so he's played well. I thought Wiltz has played well. X obviously has, played well over the course of camp. I thought Torrey McTire went in there and made a few plays as well. So again, there's a lot of competition there. And again, we're gonna have to look. You need to play. You need DBs to play in this league. So I wouldn't say it's two guys and that you're good, or three guys and you're good. We need depth at those positions. There's a lot of running that goes on there, and combine that with the kicking game, and we're gonna need some depth. So we got a lot of guys pushing for spots there.
Obviously, Kiko's had a big role in defense here in the past. Is he a guy that you think is still a fit for a significant role here?
Guys who make plays are a fit, period. So he's a guy who's made a lot of plays in his career. We just got to get him out here. I mean, is he a fit? You got to be healthy to be a fit. I mean, I know he's working his way to get back, get healthy. He's getting close. I have a lot of respect for Kiko. He's been in every meeting. He's in tune to what we're doing. He wants to get back out there. So I think once we see that from him, we'll have a clearer picture.
Obviously, you don't have to put the injury report out yet, but
Right.
are you able to give us a little bit of idea of what Kiko's been dealing with over the last month?
I think he's just, I don't want to call it minor, but these are things that we feel like he's going to get over pretty quickly. And I think we'll see him. He's working to get back. He's working extremely hard to get back out there, and hopefully we see him, sooner than later.
How would you assess what you've seen from Nate Orchard this summer?
I think Nate's worked, extremely hard since we got him, in the spring. We've asked him to play a few different positions. He's been productive in these preseason games. He's out there every day. He's gotten better, improved in a lot of areas, specifically in the run game. So I've been happy with his progress. There's still got a long way to go, and we'll see. This is going to be a big week for him as well as every other player on this team.
Are you going to move ahead with Shaq Calhoun and with Dieter at guard after Thursday? Was there enough good where you just want to continue on with the same five you've had?
Yeah, I think Shaq and Dieter, I think they're both, again, they're young players, and every time they step out on the field, it's good for them. They saw some different looks last week from Jacksonville. They saw some different looks from Tampa the week before, and hopefully they see some this week. So again, every time they step out on the field, it's good for really any player, but specifically young guys. So looking forward to seeing them out there this week, and get them out there practicing. And I think if they just really focus in on their fundamentals, technique, communication, I think they'll be okay. Which they're improving in those areas really on a daily basis.
How do you feel, How do you feel Jesse's transfer from guard to tackle has gone?
I think it's gone well. I think his versatility is very important to this team. His ability to play, guard tackle is, we like that. Obviously, look, this is a new position, so there's some things at that position that are new to him, and there's a little bit of a, he's got to have some experiences out there as well, which he has, and I think overall he's done a good job. But hopefully continues to build on the good things he's done and learn from the things that he hasn't done so well, and we just continue to get better.
Ryan, when you're picking your 53, I know there's a minimum, you need to have at least 2 quarterbacks, but do you go in saying, I need 3 quarterbacks, I need 10 offensive linemen, or at the end of that list, does it kind of vary on performance? And
I think everyone's got a general, hey, in a perfect world it'd be this, 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 and this, but every team's different. Every team's dealing with injuries. Every team's dealing with, their own specific situations. If you've got, 11, 12 really good offensive linemen, you really don't want to let those guys go. So it's specific to your team. Every team is a little bit different, just like ours is different than every other team in the league. But yeah, in a perfect world, it would be, this many quarterbacks, this many defensive ends, this many tackles, this many corners, in a perfect world, but the world's not perfect, as we all know. Position versatility is very important, like we talked about with Jesse, and we talk about with really everyone defensively. Again, you only get 46 to the game, so when you're picking those 53, you need the best 53 because I just feel like to let a good player go because of numbers, because you have an exact number in your head is, I don't think that's what's best for the team, and I think we just need to put the best 53. We need the best 53 guys we have.
Brian, when Dwayne Allen was signed as your first offensive free agent picked up in the spring, I think a lot of people assumed this would be your starting tight end. Obviously, he was hurt, only 7 snaps of 2 games that he's played in. Is he on your team, or is he competing for a job?
My mom used to say something about when people assume things. She had this whole, quote she used to give me. I won't get into it. But Dwayne, and look, I love Dwayne. He's, I do. But Dwayne knows that there's, he knows that I'm all about competition, and I think he's worked really hard to get back. He's gone out there. He's, played well in spurts. Didn't have had a couple tough plays the other night, and that's a good room. That tight end room's we've got some good players in there, from Durham to Nick to Mike. Clive's gone in there, made a lot of plays this preseason as well. Myrick's gone in there, so it's a good room. A lot of competition in there. So, no assumptions. We got to go out there, perform, be productive, and like I said earlier, we'll try to keep the most productive players in the best 53.
How has Logan's pad level been over the past week?
It's been better. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Organization decided to extend Jakeem Grant. Can you talk about what you see in him and his value as both a returner and his potential as a receiver?
Well, I'm a big proponent of the kicking game, so his value as a kick returner, punt returner, and his ability to make big plays in those areas is, I think it's very important. As a receiver, I think there's obviously he can be dynamic. I think this guy's fast. This guy's elusive. He's strong for a little guy, and he works hard. Football is very important to him, and being part of this team is very important to him. So, congratulations to him. I think it was well deserved, and we're happy to have him.
One more question about the quarterbacks. Obviously, this time next week you'll probably have to have a decision made or soon thereafter.
Maybe.
You go through seriously. You go through next week and make a decision during the week next week.
You're asking me if we could go through next week, the
Like
Baltimore week?
Yes, but you would have next Wednesday kind of be like the cutoff. You come in and prepare your team for the Ravens. You'd have to have an extra
Oh, we'll make a decision by then. Whether or not I tell you guys what we do, that's a whole nother story.
Brian, this is kind of from out of left field, but we had major NFL news out of Indy last night.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what your reaction is, and if you ever had an opportunity to get to know Andrew a little bit in your travels.
You know, I have a lot of respect for Andrew Luck. This is, you know, he is a very, very impressive person, first and foremost. And then he's a great, great player. He's a guy who, you know, really from early on, you know, trying to defend this guy it's a hard thing to do. He's smart. He gets the ball out. He can make every throw. I have a lot of respect for him as a player. I know this was a tough decision for him, but I respect the decision. I think, you know, everyone, you know, deals with, you know, things on a personal level, and you know those are, you know, personal decisions that they have to make. So, you know, I applaud them for making a tough decision. It's hard to make that decision with the scrutiny and you know, what people say on social media, and you know, I know what happened last night. You know, I didn't think that was. I felt bad for him, to be honest with you. He's done a lot for this game and the way he approached it. I have a lot of respect for him, and I think he's a great player, a great person, and you know, I wish him all the best.
Thanks, guys.